Top Gun comes out this week too, also, doesn't it?
Yeah.
Both these movies were supposed to come out in 2020.
Oh yeah, I know.
I think they're the lost ones.
Hey guys, thank you so much for slipping on over here to the Awesome Padron show. Man, I caught myself.
You almost said Awesome Men.
Yeah, I did. I almost said two Awesome Men. And in the middle of me saying that, I was like, "Oh, we changed it." All right, I pulled it off really well. But then I told people.
Yeah,
that.
you gave away too great.
Yeah. Anyways, we went to go see Bob's Burgers. Is it called Bob's Burgers, a movie? The Bob's Burgers movie.
I think it's the Bob's Burgers.
Bob's Burgers movie.
Yeah.
So we went to go see that.
Yeah, it's a pre-screening. It comes out this Friday.
Yeah. So overall, I do love Bob's Burgers show, and I think you told me this yesterday, which is I didn't really think about this. It's kind of true.
Yeah.
You basically said like it's not like a really hilarious show. It's just kind of fun to watch.
Yeah, it's a really feel-good show. Like me and Brittany binged it when back when we were in college. Or at least the first 5 seasons, because that's how many were on Netflix at the time, 5 or 6. And it was just fun to watch. It was just nice to put on.
Yeah, we're not saying it's not funny at all. It actually is pretty funny.
Right.
But
like it definitely has its hilarious moments.
Yeah, but it's not like the whole show as a whole isn't like over hilarious. It's just really fun to watch. It's a really good time. And pretty much I want to say the exact same thing with this movie. More than any other TV movie, not TV movie, but movies that are made from a TV show, more than any other one I've seen, this feels like a long episode.
Yeah, it really does.
Yeah,
because like I mean, the story it's a little more over the top than a regular episode, but it's not like too much over the top to where it doesn't feel like an episode of the show. Yeah, it still has that same feeling. Yeah, like you said, it just feels like an hour and a half long episode.
Yeah, and like all cartoon movies, the artwork is the same, just with like more shadows, you know, and stuff like that. So, and then there's a few shots that you wouldn't necessarily see like in the show itself. But yeah, overall, like I said, more than any other one I've seen, any other movie based off of a TV show, it really just felt like one long episode of a TV show. And so it really kept that feel, which isn't a discredit to this movie at all. It really just pulled that feeling off. And it really continued with that really just a feel-good movie, just like the TV show was. It's hard to explain a lot of the really good aspects without getting into like spoilers, so I won't. I'll just vaguely talk about them, obviously. And that is, not only is this movie just like a feel-good like the TV show, but this movie also does add a little bit more to the TV shows at times, and you know, good because it's like a movie. It's a movie, you know. So, but like, there's a lot of heartfelt moments in this, and they put a lot of backstory to certain things that we love about the show that we never actually even considered needed backsplaining. And it really added a lot more meaning to those things that we see in every episode.
Yeah, and just adding on to that, they did do a pretty good job at like giving each of the characters in the family like something to do in the movie. Yeah. I mean, some less than others, but they actually gave each character a pretty decent arc.
And honestly, one of the biggest compliments I can give to this movie, it might not sound like one, but basically what we're saying is that it just feels like an episode of the TV show. It doesn't do much extra. It doesn't do much less. It doesn't try to be anything that it's not. It's just Bob's Burgers.
Exactly.
You know? And so, but and I will say, if there's one thing I didn't necessarily like about it, which I haven't watched the newer episodes of Bob's Burgers. And I was talking to Brittany earlier, and I heard, and she did tell me that Bob's Burgers has been trying to implement songs, like, I guess, make it more musical. And so there's like 1 or 2 songs an episode, you know, here lately. And I guess I would say that's probably one of the negatives with this is that, and I wouldn't even call it that much of a negative. It's just more of like unnecessary because there's like 2 songs in the movies.
I think there's like 3. There's one at the beginning, then there's one kind of in the middle, and there's one near pretty close to the end. Yeah,
so there's about 2 or 3. And I felt like, number one, the songs weren't like great. And then also I just felt like they're kind of unnecessary. Yeah. I felt like they weren't like evenly distributed across the movie, so it wasn't enough to make it feel like a musical. It was just enough to make it just there.
Yeah, it felt kind of out of place.
Yeah, And so I do feel like it either should have had no songs or more songs, if they want to go with that musical aspect. But I also don't feel like the songs are like good enough to actually have more songs. They should just not put them in there.
Yeah.
You know? But I don't feel like necessarily they took away a lot from the movie. The movie itself is still really fun. It's still really heartwarming. And I honestly would love to watch it again.
Yeah, honestly, it's really hard to talk too much about this movie just because, like, if you like the show, you're going to like this movie. That's pretty much all I can say.
Yeah, basically.
If you like the episodes of the show, you're going to like this movie.
Yeah.
Don't expect the story to be, like, way crazy, like Shawshank Redemption level.
Yeah.
But, like, it was still a fun story.
Yeah.
Just overall, it's just a great time watching it.
Yeah, exactly. Like I was saying earlier, and like we keep trying to say, and I don't want to sound repetitive, but it's a big thing about this movie. It literally just feels like the show.
Yeah.
And it doesn't feel like it tries to do anything extra. It's just the show. Bob's Burgers.
Bob's the Burger
Big
movie.
Boobs Buster. IMDb. Is that what we're looking for?
Yep, that's the movie we saw. That's the feel good movie we were talking about.
Boobs, buns, and bodies. Look, I'm trying to look at Bob's Burgers on here, so let's the Bob's
different kind of feel good.
I am gonna say that the Bob's Burgers movie is 80% awesome.
And I'm going to say that the Bob's Burgers movie is 78% awesome.
Well, guys, if you're going to like, share, and subscribe, also comment and let us know what you thought about the Bob's Burgers movie and possibly maybe even what your favorite episode of the show is.
Yeah, and don't forget to follow us on social media. We have Facebook, Instagram, TikTok, and Twitter. The TikTok is The Awesome Padron Show. The rest are Two Awesome Men. We'll change that eventually.
And always, thank you so much for watching, and you will see us later.